Annalisa and family, I make this video for you so that you can see and understand that I am after the best interests of everybody in your family, definitely, but most of all, the best interests of Annalisa and anyone who is sick. The reason that we can't eliminate the systems of our body's production is because the pathways of elimination aren't opened up. And these are our kidneys, these are our bowels, these are even our skin pores. And so, first off, opening those channels of elimination up give us the opportunity to balance the chemicals and the solutions in our body. Being in the wrong place where they don't belong, it's very possible to get those coagulated and brought into the caverns that they dump in normally, which are the liver and the colon in the end route. But there are plenty of caverns that they dump into throughout the body. Okay, so what we're after is to get the bowel and the liver, the gallbladder, the pancreas and the spleen opening up and receiving waste materials within. And so we have the capacity to do this when we give the body the resources that cause it to purge or eliminate or function as it should, to coagulate these materials and bring them out of those caverns. Okay, we use charcoal, apple pectin, bentonite clay, flaxseed, marshmallow root, a host of plants that coagulate, as well as plants that micturate, which means move the kidneys, the bladder, the urine out of the body, and herbs that cause you to have peristalsis, the movement of the colon. And so movement is good, movement is beautiful. We don't give you things in natural consultations. True naturopathic medical consultant doesn't give you things that manipulate your body like coenzymes and vitamins or minerals isolated. He gives you food, and strong medicinal foods of Genesis chapter 1 verse 29. So first of all, to let you know that I'm a consultant, I'm not treating anybody for any disease, but teaching you of the functions of our systems and how they remove waste materials that are getting in the way of other tissues. There are drainage pathways, right, that end up in the spleen, which is our largest lymph organ. So lymph, blood ends, right, through, we'll talk about that, and nerve material, blood, nerve, and lymph. They three move in and out of every organ. So we're after draining that lymph into the spleen. Now that spleen crosses the pancreas through the largest vein in the body, almost the size of your wrist, and through the pancreas from the spleen, and all of that lymph, all of the drainage from under our arms, from our torso, from our knees, from our ankles, is coagulated in the spleen, drained across, shunted across through the circulatory system into the liver after it's drained from throughout the body. And the liver takes care of that and takes components out and puts it into the bile, the gallbladder, and into the colon to dump it out of the body. So this is just a cycle. This is something that every elementary school student should know. And the practicing MDs, they don't focus on this for you. They don't focus on elimination. They're looking way after elimination. They're not even looking at assimilation. And those are the two things responsible for your cell's reproduction. They're looking at cell reproduction, which is third in line. It's a tertiary or third experience of the body. Secondary experience is assimilation, or how nutrients get in, and they don't focus on nutrition. So elimination is primary. Before the cell can reproduce, elimination must occur. In a placenta, you must eliminate the placenta as a mother before, the death occurs at birth. And the baby must eliminate its first meconium. And so we all eliminate at birth, or there's death for the mother or the child. And this is where we start, right? Don't forget, in a human body, you weren't grown in a prescription. Did somebody write a prescription? Oh, be Annalisa. Did someone write a prescription? Be earnest. No, they had love. What a perfect word for the moment. As the mountains of Salt Lake behind me drawn on the wall show you the picture of joy and jubilance as one traverses this hill into the beautiful land above. What awesome opportunities for the healthy to move about this world. And this is the same inside of our body as it is outside of our body. And inside of our body, if we're stuck, we'll have things stuck on the outside and vice versa. So, fresh air, good environment, trees, snow, water, in an environment that works with your body is outside of your body. So as outside, you're not getting out, the things inside aren't getting out as well. And so these things in the outside come in, and that's good if they belong in you, like water, like plants, like trees, seeds, nuts, but legumes, fruits, vegetables, grains, they belong in you and specifically cared for to be in you, primarily cared for by water, soaked in them, soaked nuts, soaked grains, soaked legumes. So this is what we do in a program in Maui. We bring people there, and you're able to get an environment that's beautiful, waves crashing, blue ocean water, yummy, yummy, good looking, beautiful food and medicine that's there, and awesome opportunity to meet wonderful, wonderful people like Willie Nelson and Oprah Winfrey and others, Woody Harrelson. And so if you desire to see and experience yummy things, get ready to go. And so we are raising money and funds for this to happen for several people, so that they don't have to pay for their materials to come. They don't have to pay for their materials to come. Just a place to stay and your travel. So what we do is we teach people how to organically, if you will, function that your body eliminates. And we increase elimination through the circulatory systems dumping into the liver. And like we had said already, the systems that we mentioned. And so your brain also has a drainage pathway that ends up in a cistern behind your heart. It's called the cistern of Chili. A cistern. Cistern for what? Like the gallbladder or the urinary bladder, right? And like the sigmoid colon, feces sets and is waiting to eliminate. The bladder, the urine is waiting to eliminate in. And the gallbladder, the waste materials from the liver that the liver cleans the blood with, right, are waiting to eliminate. And the pancreas as well has a duct, itchy nose, a duct from the pancreas and a gallbladder that meets into the small intestine. So what we're after here is to educate you guys on the opportunity for you to increase your function of elimination and be assimilating proteins, carbohydrates, enzymes, not from pharmaceuticals, of course, and not from vitamins, and not from these special components that doctors make, these number 26, hey, and this number 10, hey, all of these human principles that you and I have of making life, those materials cannot make. They cannot make a human being, but your fluids in your body can. So get used to the wisdom that you have to heal your body with. The wisdom is within you, and the wisdom is without you. Like Bruce Lipton at Cal Berkeley, leading PhD cell biologist, scientist, said, inside of the body actually exists through studies of a pipette in a monkey brain, which is a measuring device to measure activity in the brain, tied to a graph, and the graph prints out the waves that exist inside of the body. There is light and sound, he said. Sound makes light, and light gives the bond or the information. So the Most High had a son, and his son is the word, sound, and the light of the world that is emanating even from the star system Orion, striking our sun, a sound wave out of Orion, bringing light here in your environment to your skin. So I'm going to stop this right here and recognize that sunlight, that air, that water are for you, and we have the opportunity to change our inside by the outside. Let's get busy.